Hello, a very warm welcome to everyone joining us today. We are delighted to have you with us for this important and informative session on a healthy mouth at every age, understanding oral health. As we all know, oral health is an important part of our overall well being, especially as we grow older. Today, we have two wonderful experts with us who will share their knowledge and insight and also answer your questions. So, without taking too much time, let me begin by introducing our first speaker, Dr. George P. John. Dr. John is an prosthodontist with BDS from Manipal College of Dental Science and an MDS in prosthodontics, including crown and bridge. He has an impressive 19 years of teaching experience and has served as a professor and head of the Department of Prosthodontics at leading dental institution in Kerala. He has also held several important professional positions and is a founder member of the Association of Geriatric Dentistry. He currently serves as its treasurer, along with being a section editor for clinical dentistry at the Indian Dental Association. Thank you, Dr. George. And now it is my pleasure to introduce our second speaker, Ms. Luvena Rangel. Ms. Luvena, the DIAB transformation strategist and branding and communication project lead at Abledent. Luvena is a seasoned diversity inclusion specialist with a background in medicine and holistic health. Her international experience across sectors, including aviation and energy at Ableton. At Ableton, she works at the intersection of holistic health, community wellness, accessibility, and inclusive communication. She is particularly passionate about advocacy for senior citizens, persons with disabilities, neurodivergent communication, and other underserved groups, working to make wellness and care more accessible for accessible for senior citizens. She is also the India Chair of Communication Advocacy at G100 and has been recognized with the Patanjali Award in 2021 and the Iconic Leader Award in 2020 by the Women Economic Forum. A very warm welcome to both of you once again. We are truly happy to have you with us today. And to all our members, please feel free to put your questions in the chat box. We will have an opportunity to address your questions during the session. So with that, let's begin the session. Welcome, doctors and Luvena ma'am.
Thank you very much, Archana. And good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here. Aap sabko namaste. And very good to share the screen and the conversation with Dr. George. My friend and my colleague, and I think we have set a very good precedent of what we are going to have on the agenda for communication today. When we're looking at everyone over here, we can see some of you with your videos on, and we say we smile, right? And smiling is where it sees. It starts. I can already see Mrs. Jennifer smiling widely, and Santosh ji, Sunita ji, everyone is smiling, and I think that's a great start. When we smile, it not just makes us, feel better, but it actually uplifts everyone around us. And I don't think something like that should be taken very lightly. In fact, just the other day, someone asked, do we smile more or do we smile lesser with the different challenges that we face as we age? And I said, well, we shouldn't be smiling lesser. We should actually be smiling wider with the range of experiences that we've had. And a smile is something that really takes us from one space to the next. In good times and in bad times, it helps us acknowledge ourselves, it helps us acknowledge everybody else. But that is a little bit of the Abledent story, and I'll come back to that later. But before we go to the Abledent story, I would like to really set the tone here that a smile begins with the lifting of the corners of our mouth. But it's not just that. There's so much more to a smile, and today we're speaking about oral care and oral hygiene, because when we smile, like some jokes go, smile as long as you have teeth, you know. But then it's not the case, because as Dr. George is going to tell you, there's something much more than the teeth that we have to talk about here. And oral care and oral hygiene, when we look at everything that's going on with us, we realize it is very neglected. We talk about as we age, as we celebrate one birthday after the other, year after the 1 year after the other, for ourselves and for our families, we realize that sometimes we prioritize our BP, our diabetes, our sugar, our this joint ache and that joint ache, and all the other things that happen, and we neglect our oral hygiene. We neglect the dental visit. All of that comes later. We think about everything else first, and I think to put that again into perspective without further delay on that, I would like to invite Dr. George to explicitly speak to us about why oral care is important and to bring in the clinical aspect of it, and I will come back to you all in a few minutes. Dr. George, over to you for a clinical exposition of what oral care is all about.
Thank you so much, Lorena. It's wonderful to be here, and I hope I'm audible to everyone across. My profound respect to all the senior citizens who have joined us here today. It is an immense honor for both of us, Lorena and myself, to actually be talking on a topic that is dear to us, as well as we believe will, to a large extent, offer you years of smiles from this very, very short conversation that we have brought to you today. And so with your permission, I would just like to share my screen because I've got something very, very special for you. So just give me a moment as I go there. I hope my screen is visible to all.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, all right. So today is World Senior Citizen Day, and certainly I pull out few words out of Lorena's conversation that we tend to offer more priority to our medical conditions as we age, and probably oral health is what walks along the sidelines. And it is equally important that you understand that this is a very, very important or a very significant aspect of, I would put it as quality of life as you get older. And so with that beginning, I just would like to bring to your attention that, you know, aging, it changes every part of our body, and certainly the mouth is no different. But what do we see with age? We see increased disease, disability, and even tooth loss, which we all attribute to aging. But you must remember that this is certainly not a consequence of getting older. So if we are to look at the mouth at the age of 60 and above, 60 in India is just a defining age for social welfare, and rather not an age to say that, a number to say that you've become old. But aging from 60 and above is just a journey. It's not a disease. And so when you look at the mouth from a clinical perspective in someone who's 60 years and above, you see the changes that come with aging. There is a certain amount of disease depending on how healthy the mouth is. And what influences all this is the fact that you could probably be on medications that have, been that help you to move on with life in terms of your general health. Of course, your lifestyle is important, and most importantly, your access to dental care. So essentially, what we see in the older mouth is it really what is attributed to aging, or is it something that we have accumulated over the years because of dental neglect, and it simply turned into a diseased state? So as we get older, it's important we realize that a healthy mouth looks very simple, where natural teeth continue to exist and they remain functional. You have the tissues in the mouth which are healthy. You've got adequate amount of saliva, and you're able to chew well as perform good oral hygiene. What matters as you get older is function and not just the number of teeth. So if you are to say that getting older means losing teeth, I think you must think about dental health or revisit why your teeth can be taken better care of. There are various aspects that you need to keep in mind. I have just put a few terms here, but let me make it very simple. When we look at the mouth, we look at the teeth. And because of age, you can see wear of teeth, probably cracks. You could see some spots on the teeth which are due to decay, or even fillings that you have done over a lifetime. And they all tend to surface as you get older. The periodontium is nothing but the gum. And just like other parts of the body where the skin shows changes, even the tissues in the body, in the mouth in particular, they show changes in terms of what we call as recession, where the gums start pulling away from the teeth. And there is also an increased, chance for you to witness gum disease. That apart, the tissues also tend to be thinner and more easily traumatized. Of course, saliva, which you all know, is something that can decrease, not just because of age, but also because of the fact that you have various medications. And last but not the least, the muscles that help you to function, chew better, and also swallow, as well as take care of the needs of the mouth in terms of breathing. So the most important aspects that you need to pay attention to when it comes to oral health are, number one, decay, what we call as caries. And in the case of the older adults, you will find that the teeth tend, as I said, the gums tend to pull away from the teeth and expose surfaces of the teeth that normally should have been covered by the gum. And that makes the tooth more susceptible to decay at the root, of course, gum disease, and eventually all this put together results in what we call as the loss of the tooth. This is not simply because of aging, but it's a process that has happened over a lifetime. What else do we see as we get older? Dry mouth. Yes, that's a part of aging, definitely. But what also adds to the concerns that you have with dry mouth are the medicines that you're taking, apart from the general medical conditions that you have. And of course, as we get older, the tendency for dehydration is much higher. So in your mouth, if you're feeling dry, you could experience a sticky mouth. You have difficulty in swallowing or speaking. Sometimes even your food may not taste as well as it used to, and that results in a mucosal discomfort, And over a period of time, they can also affect your teeth, resulting in them getting decayed easily. So the solution is probably more substitutes like staying hydrated. You do get salivary substitutes in the market. And most importantly, if this is a persistent condition, then you would have to see your treating doctor to review the medications that cause these concerns. And as we get older, I mentioned that the tissues in the mouth, they tend to become more sensitive. When I say sensitive, they get easily traumatized. It could be because of a denture you're wearing. It could be because of the poor fit of the denture, and other related conditions like fungal infections or ulcerations caused due to the existing nature of the tissues. Yes, of course, there is also a decline in our cognition, and because of the changes that we see in terms of manual dexterity, it also affects our ability to take care of our teeth. And so the mouth becomes very, very open to the trauma or the fragility that I'm speaking about. There is a huge connection between the health of the mouth and your general health. And this is something that remains hidden and we tend to probably not understand as well. And so it's very important that we develop this understanding in older adults, particularly because of the multiple conditions that you can be having, which can be from diabetes to heart disease, neurological problems, cancer, and also, as I mentioned earlier, the multiple medicines that you're taking. You know, the mouth is definitely not something separate from the body when it comes to aging. And all this together is going to affect the way you eat, the way you speak, the way you sleep, and of course, your confidence and social interaction. So as an adult, as an older adult or a senior citizen, you just have to keep these 5 points in mind when you generally take care of your teeth. Do you see for bleeding gums, teeth that are loose or painful? Dry mouth is a concern that I just mentioned. When you examine your mouth, do you see any ulcer or any swelling or any area which shows a change in color? Or do you experience difficulty in chewing, swallowing, or even the dentures you wear? And if you find in this 5-point self-check concerns that are evident, then it's time you get yourself evaluated professionally. So it's not just about treatment, but most importantly, it's about prevention. And that's very simple. Your normal brushing hygiene routine of brushing twice a day with a fluoridated toothpaste and cleaning between the teeth. Now that's difficult in an older adult, particularly because of, problems related to how well you can see what you're doing or even your ability to hold a brush. But it's important that you pay a little more attention and be patient in cleaning your teeth, as well as cleaning any denture that you may be using and leaving them out at night unless you've been specifically advised not to do so. Remember to stay hydrated and of course avoid tobacco and excessive alcohol. Most importantly, dental reviews should be regular, even if there is no concern. And I would encourage many of you who are with family or with a caregiver to understand that they too are integral to helping you in maintaining your oral health. But the most important the caregiver should also understand is to maintain the independence of the older adult in doing so. So I propose this framework for you as you age. And this is a mouth that works even at 60 or 70, where you're able to feel with no persistent pain or discomfort. You're able to function well in terms of eating, speaking, and swallowing comfortably. If you're wearing something artificial in the mouth like a denture, it should fit well, and most importantly, offering you the freedom to smile, communicate, and participate confidently. So as Lubena mentioned, healthy aging is not simply about adding years to life, but it's also in adding life to those years by preserving the ability to eat, speak, smile, and connect with the larger community beyond your own. And oral health is a very essential part of that journey. So remember, oral health is not just about teeth, but it goes beyond that. And it's up to you to ensure that your dental health is given the necessary attention that it deserves so that you enjoy the quality of life that will benefit you as you get older. I thank you for your patient attention, and I look forward as we go ahead to take more questions from you in the conversations that we're having. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Dr. George. Would you please not stop the screen share? I just wanted to go back just for a moment. This is just by reading one of the comments above, which requested some of the information in Hindi. Now we can't go through the entire one, but I think if we just went back to the ones where we had the 5 pointers, or I think that would be good for them to just take cognizance of. If you can just go back.
Would you like me to go to the a particular slide?
Yes, the one which had the 5 points of where they had to take note of. We can start with there of what they should watch for, the 5-point self-check.
Can you see my screen?
It hasn't shifted from the last screen. Hang on just a second. Yes, I can. All right, thank you. How comfortable are you, Dr. George, with Hindi?
Well, I wouldn't be able to technically have these words in Hindi.
Okay, let me give it a shot. Okay, so
I'm so
I need
sorry, but
everyone's patience. No, that's okay. डॉक्टर जॉर्ज ने अभी आपको जो प्रेजेंटेशन किया है उसमें उन्होंने पहले से एंड तक इन पॉइंट्स को एक्सप्लेन किया है जहां हम सीनियर सिटीजन्स होके अपने आप को चेक करें. और ये जो स्क्रीन मैंने सिलेक्ट किया है यहाँ पर डॉक्टर जॉर्ज ने 5 पॉइंट सेल्फ चेक के लिए 5 पॉइंट्स दिए हैं. सबसे पहले ब्लीडिंग गम्स, मतलब मसूड़ों से खून निकलना. ओके, ब्लीडिंग गम्स अगर आप वो पहले से अगर देख सकें तो उनका नोट कीजिए. फिर लूज और पेनफुल टीथ, अगर आपके दांत हिलते हुए हों या दर्दनाक हों तो वो दूसरा पॉइंट है. तीसरा, परसिस्टेंट ड्राई माउथ, मतलब लगातार अगर आपका मुंह सूखा लगता है. तो इस एज में सीनियर सिटीजन्स काफ़ी दवाइयाँ लेते हैं और वो दवाइयों का साइड इफ़ेक्ट जो होता है उससे ज़्यादातर सब लोगों को ड्राई माउथ होता है, मुंह में रूखापन या सूखापन महसूस होता है. तो वो भी एक पॉइंट है चेक करना. और नॉन हीलिंग अल्सर, लंप या कलर चेंज, मतलब अगर आपके मुंह में कोई ऐसा छाला हो जो आसानी से हील ना हो. जैसे फॉर हीलिंग, what's the word for healing? Can somebody just give it to me? या lump, या एक छोटा सा ठीक ना हो. ओके, my team is here. अगर जल्दी ठीक ना हो या उसका रंग बदलता नज़र आए आपको तो उसका भी आप कीप अ नोट ऑफ इट या उसका नोट करें. और फाइनली अगर आपको खाने में या चबाने में मुश्किल होती है या स्वॉलो करने में मुश्किल पड़ती है, दर्द होता है या डेंचर्स लगाते वक्त आपको डिस्कम्फर्ट होता है, तो इन 5 पॉइंट्स को आप नोट करें. और जब आप अपने डॉक्टर के पास या डेंटिस्ट के पास जाएं तो उनसे ज़रूरी what you say सलाह लें कि क्या करना है, because your dentist will be able to tell you what to do about it and how to check. तो ये मेरी क्विक हिंदी बहुत सालों के बाद. I hope that was of help. Shobha
Thank you
Goyal
so
ji,
much, Lorena.
that was a quick shot of okay, that was
Is there
required.
another slide that you want me to move to?
Uh, Thank you, Shobha ji. Just let's just go by it and let's see if there's anything else that needed looking. From treatment to prevention. Okay. ये यहाँ पर डॉक्टर जॉर्ज ने रेगुलर एडवाइस दिए हैं. 2 बार दिन में ब्रश करना, अपने दांतों के बीच में अगर हो सके तो क्लीन करना. मैंने एक क्वेश्चन देखा है चैट में, तो डॉक्टर जॉर्ज मे बी यू कैन एड्रेस दैट लेटर. डेंचर्स को रोज़ साफ करें, रात को सोते वक्त निकालें. अगर सिर्फ द ओनली एक्सेप्शन इज़ अगर आपके डेंटिस्ट ने सलाह दिया है कि आप रख के सो जाएं, वो बहुत रेयर है. बट इट्स इम्पॉर्टेंट, ये ज़रूरी है कि आप रात को सोने के पहले अपने डेंचर्स निकाल के उनको अच्छी तरह से साफ़ करें. डेंचर्स टैबलेट्स भी मिलते हैं, तो वो भी. और मुंह का रूखापन जो होता है वो एक्चुअली बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट है समझना. अगर मुंह में काफ़ी सलाइवा नहीं होता है तो उसके कारण बहुत इन्फेक्शंस होते हैं, फंगल इन्फेक्शंस होते हैं. तो उसको बैलेंस करने के लिए एक टूथ फ्रेंडली डाइट जिसमें ज़्यादा शुगर नहीं है, ज़्यादा अल्कोहल नहीं है, और आप काफ़ी पानी you have to drink enough water, काफ़ी पानी पीना चाहिए आपको. तो वो भी it's an important part to consider. अब टोबैको को ज़रूर अवॉइड करें और अल्कोहल को एक्सेसिवली मत लें. पर व्हेन आई विल बी स्पीकिंग, मैं अभी इसके बाद जब एबलडेंट के बारे में बात करूँगी तो उसमें थोड़ा सा अल्कोहल का इन्फ्लुएंस, और ये आपके लिए इंटरेस्टिंग पॉइंट है. मैं आपको अल्कोहल लेने की सलाह नहीं दे रही हूँ, बट अल्कोहल अवॉइड करने के लिए देयर इज़ एन ऑप्शन. और रेगुलरली आप डेंटल रिव्यू ज़रूर करें. क्यों ज़्यादा करके हम सिर्फ अपने बीपी और डायबिटीज़ और आर्थराइटिस और उन सब के लिए रेगुलर चेकअप्स के लिए जाते हैं, पर डेंटल रिव्यू हम हमेशा लास्ट तक रखते हैं जब तक कोई पेन ना हो या दर्द ना हो. दर्द होने के पहले आप प्लीज़ रेगुलरली अपना डेंटल रिव्यू करें. और सबसे ज़रूरी बात यह है, और ये हमारा मेन पॉइंट है आज के लिए, कि डेंटल केयर सिर्फ आपका अपना प्रायोरिटी नहीं होना चाहिए. इट शुड बी इट्स अ कम्युनिटी इफेक्ट. और उसमें हमारे जो केयर गिवर्स होते हैं, समटाइम्स दे आर आवर फैमिली, समटाइम्स दे आर केयर टेकर्स और केयर गिवर्स. जब वो आपकी ओरल केयर समझते हैं तो उसमें ये होता है कि आपका इंडिपेंडेंस वो गायब नहीं हो जाता है. दे डोंट टेक इट अवे. इनफैक्ट इट इज़ योर इंडिपेंडेंस. ये आपको अभी हमारा स्वतंत्रता दिवस हो गया है, सो इट इज़ योर स्वतंत्रता दैट इज़ ऑल्सो हाईलाइटेड हियर. आपकी एजेंसी और आपकी इंडिपेंडेंस, वो ये सब आपके साथ ही है. ओके, नाउ आई थिंक मेरी आज के लिए हिंदी यहाँ तक. दिस इज़ द लेवल ऑफ इट and I'm smiling for it. And George, you'll have to please turn off the presentation because I think I have done my level best here. No, Dr. George, you're not giving me anything more to translate.
No, not at all. Just give me a moment and I can.
All right. Okay. So
I'll stop sharing my screen. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and my dear friends here on the webinar. अब मैं बीच में थोड़ा हिंदी लेकर आऊँगी. But my name is Levina Rangel and I am with Abledent. And following Dr. George's presentation, Abledent is an inclusive arm of a pharmaceutical company that has been in India for over 45 years. And that is Group Pharmaceuticals. But Abledent is that section which brings and focuses oral care and oral hygiene for everyone. अब 45 years में we have noticed that हम टूथपेस्ट तो सबके लिए लेते हैं, हाँ, हमको सब पता है हमारे घर में कौन से टूथपेस्ट होते हैं. पहले तो दंत मंजन रहता था, फिर उसके बाद टूथपेस्ट है और अलग अलग टाइप्स के हैं. पर क्या होता है कि अब आज हम वर्ल्ड सीनियर सिटीजन्स डे सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं. सो व्हाट वी नो इज़ दैट आफ्टर अ फ्यू ईयर्स हमारी जो नीड्स हैं, सिर्फ ओरल केयर ही नहीं, बट आज हम ओरल केयर के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, हमारे नीड्स एज के हिसाब से चेंज होते हैं ओवर टाइम. और जो हम बचपन में यूज़ करते थे या जो हम अपने यूथ में यूज़ करते थे फॉर आवर डेंटल हाइजीन, those products are not suitable for us as we grow older. और मार्केट में हमारे लिए हमारे नीड्स के हिसाब से वो प्रोडक्ट्स नहीं थे, वो प्रोडक्ट्स भी नहीं थे और वो कॉन्वर्सेशंस नहीं थे. कोई बात नहीं करता था कि एज होने के बाद हमारे डेंटल हेल्थ के लिए क्या करना चाहिए, क्या होना चाहिए, कैसे केयर करना चाहिए. इनफैक्ट many years back one of my relatives had told me कि there was a dental product जिसकी गारंटी थी 25 साल. एंड शी सेड, वो 25 साल में तुम 50 के हो जाओगी तो उसके बाद किसको चाहिए डेंटल केयर, कौन देखेगा. You know, it's not a question of कौन देखा, कौन नहीं देखेगा. Why not? We all have a reason to smile. सब देखता है. We look at ourselves in the mirror. हम अपने आप को हम अपना चेहरा ही खुद डेली मिरर में देखते हैं और अच्छा लगना चाहिए ना. Why not? It's not only about that smile. We should be happy. It should make us happy. It should make the people around us happy. एंड डेंटल केयर जो है वो सिर्फ ये नहीं है कि सुबह उठते ही एक बार ब्रश किया और फिर हो गया. वो डेंटल केयर जो रूटीन होता है, जो हम अपने आप को केयर करते हैं या हम अपने नियर एंड डियर वंस, हमारे फैमिली मेम्बर्स को, हमारे पेरेंट्स को सुबह सुबह अपना दिन शुरू करते हैं टीथ ब्रश करने से. दैट इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट. दैट इज़ वेयर वी रियलाइज दैट जो मार्केट में जो प्रोडक्ट्स हैं वो सबको इंक्लूड नहीं करता है. And to include everybody and to make sure that we bring smiles for everyone, to enable smiles for everyone, we have Abledent. Abledent was born from that. But we also realize that products तो सभी के पास होते हैं, पर community products से ज़्यादा important है. और हम अगर यहीं पर देखेंगे ग्रुप में, we've got so many people, we've got over 248 people all coming in, all to understand what is oral health, oral care, what is the importance of it, and how community comes in. And we realize that we come together to eat, we come together to share stories, we come together to share our positive news, the accomplishments of our children, of our families, and also our sad parts, also our challenges. अब आज तक can you just show me, just to your hand, just raise your hand, आप जस्ट हाथ ऊपर उठाइए अगर आपने आज तक ओरल केयर के बारे में, अपने टूथब्रश के बारे में अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ बात किया है. किसी ने बात किया है टूथब्रश के बारे में? किसी ने बात किया है कि मेरे पास कौन सा टूथपेस्ट है? और अगर किसी का मुंह जलता है टूथपेस्ट यूज़ करने में, प्लीज़ कैन आई सी अ शो ऑफ हैंड्स. अगर आपका मुंह जलता है टूथपेस्ट यूज़ करते वक्त, या आपका मुंह सूखा सूखा रहता है बहुत मेडिसिन दवाइयाँ खाते वक्त, या मुंह में छाले होते हैं, हाँ, तो ये सब बातें कहाँ होती हैं? कौन करता है आपके साथ? कौन करता है? हाँ, सो संतोष जी भी बोल रही है कि कोई बात नहीं करता है. सो द थिंग इज दैट एबल स्माइल कम्युनिटी हमने फेसबुक पे स्टार्ट की है. वो कम्युनिटी ऐसी जगह है जहाँ पर हम लोग ऐसी बातें कर सकते हैं, that we can have these conversations, that we can speak about these things that till now no one was speaking about. Because when you start your day with a clean mouth, when you start your day by knowing how to do this, then you realize that these conversations can be had. तो आप ऐसी बातें कर सकती हैं किसी के साथ, और प्रोडक्ट्स भी हैं इसके लिए. मैं सिर्फ ये नहीं बोल रही हूँ कि हाँ अच्छा अब ऐसा करना चाहिए, और फिर आप बोलोगे कि ओके वेयर इज़ द प्रोडक्ट, ये करने के लिए व्हाट इज़ द हेल्प. एंड फॉर दैट वीव गॉट अ रेंज ऑफ Abledent प्रोडक्ट्स ऑल्सो. अभी वी हैव टूथपेस्ट, माउथ वॉश भी है, और इंडिया में फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम वीव गॉट डेंटल वाइप्स. आपने वेट वाइप्स सुने होंगे. हैव यू हर्ड ऑफ वेट वाइप्स फॉर बेबीज? You've heard of wet wipes? Yes, I can see everybody. This show, raise of hands. Let me see a click on the Zoom page कि हाँ मैंने सुना है. Okay. तो अभी आपने वेट वाइप सुने हैं बच्चों के लिए, पेट्स के लिए, टेबल क्लॉथ के लिए, सब के लिए वेट वाइप सुने हैं. दांतों के लिए सुना है आपने कभी वेट वाइप्स? तो हमने लेकर आया है. ओके, सो वी हैव दोज. वो उन दिनों के लिए जब यू कैन नॉट ब्रश. अभी कभी कभी हमारे रिस्ट्स में या फिंगर्स में पेन होता है. वी हैव पेन इन द फिंगर्स और वी हैव मोबिलिटी इश्यूज वेयर वी कैन नॉट होल्ड द टूथब्रश. We find it difficult with arthritis, sometimes rheumatoid arthritis also where people have it, or just maybe if you've injured yourself and you can't move to the sink, right? Uske liye. So dental, we've got the wipes, and I'll have my team showcase some of the products that we have, just to very quickly take you through what we have. From the first screen, second screen please. Okay, the next one. Okay, so ये दो toothpastes हैं. These are the two toothpastes that we have of Abledent. One is Gentle Clean and Calcium. Sometimes we find that as people get older, if they've got Alzheimer's, if they've got dementia, cognitive ability also declines, which makes them sometimes forget how to do things. They forget how to spit out, and regular toothpaste is very dangerous if you keep swallowing it. So we've got these toothpastes where they are easy to use and just a little bit, and they help to freshen the mouth, but also are safe if they are swallowed. Gentle Clean is safe if swallowed, and the Calcium, like Dr. George was saying, we have teeth that will remain with us and will retain the functionality. We can still use those teeth. These are the ones that can help to build the enamel, to help remineralize weak enamel in your teeth. Next one. Then we've got this. These are the wipes that we have. These are one time use wipes. अगर आप सिंक के पास नहीं जा सकते हैं, आप ट्रैवल कर रहे हो, आपके पास आसपास सिंक में पानी नहीं है टूथब्रश के लिए, स्पिट करने के लिए, सो ये इंडिविजुअली पैक्ड डेंटल वाइप्स हैं. Gentle Clean, just for people who cannot brush, but they only have xylitol. Or enamel care is good for remineralizing teeth. If you cannot brush daily, you can use these for a little longer time. And then when you have an active infection in the mouth, कभी कभी dentures से friction ulcers होते हैं या कोई fungal infection होता है, वो immediate cleansing के लिए for about 10 days at a time you can use the active clean wipes. And these are all having very little but potent chemicals that clearly you will not swallow, and they are only cosmetic, but they help you clean your mouth on the days that you cannot brush your teeth. And then finally, we also have a fluoride mouthwash. Fluoride is very important for our teeth, enamel के लिए. And ये mouthwash use करने से वो areas जहाँ पर हमारा toothbrush ठीक से पहुँचता नहीं है, 30 seconds at a time ये fluoride wash अगर हम मुंह में just swish करेंगे तो at least it will take care of both the cavities, the deeper protection, and also give you the fluoride mouthwash, the fluoride the remineralization of your teeth. And then this is the entire range of our products. ये products हमारे website पे हैं जो chat में है. The website and the shop at Group Pharma link is available on the website. I can see that Seniors Today have very gladly and kindly shared our contacts with us. But above all, if you can scan this, or if you cannot, the link is on the website, on the chat box for our Facebook community, which is open now, and it is a great space for us to share stories, to share the conversations that we have about our challenges, about what is working, what is not working. And it is It is a beautiful space. That's all I can say at this point in time. We've got doctors there, we've got experts, we've got parents, we've got children who care for their senior parents and grandparents. We've got parents who care for children who've got special needs, and where they get an opportunity to ask questions on how do we take care of these people the people we love so much. How do we help them to smile? And it makes me very happy to say that at Abledent and through the Able Smile community, we do get to share in that opportunity, and we do get to have the option of helping people smile more and enabling them to smile. And on that note, Dr. George, I know we've really run into the Q&A part, so I had to very quickly tie in those spaces of where certain clinical needs of individuals may be supported by some of the Abledent products, and I had to bring that in. But given that we have got 20 minutes to go, I think we can move into Q&A, but not before I ask all of you to please join us in our Able Smile community. It's a space that is for all of you that we're really looking forward to have you join into.
Thank you, Lavinaji. Can we take questions now? That's it.
Yes. I mean, I had to play in tandem and do a two-in-one job with the English and the unexpected Hindi. I'm so
You
glad for
did
CBSE education, but I really hope it helped and that it was useful to those of you who attended it. My team will have to tell me later what I did about that, but yes, I can see some questions here. How would you like to take this, Archana?
I'll read out the question and then doctor can answer the question.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So our first question we have received, that is from Santosh Gargji. She's saying, does dry mouth problem related to teeth?
That's dry mouth.
Problem related to teeth?
Is
It's
dry
related
mouth
to
related to teeth?
Yes.
To
Yes.
dental? Is it a dental issue? Is there?
dry mouth is not related to teeth. Dry mouth is a condition in the mouth. Just like when you don't sweat, your skin becomes dry. So in the mouth, what we have is saliva. And saliva is a lubricant. It is the fluid in the mouth. So when that is not there, your mouth becomes dry. The saliva is not produced by the teeth. The saliva has got specific glands, like in your eyes. When you want to cry, you have the glands that will give you the tears. Same way in the mouth, you have got similar glands that will supply the saliva. But as you become older, due to many reasons, it slowly reduces. And so you have dry mouth. Of course, you may be taking some medicines. The side effects of that also results in dryness. And the fact that as you age and the habits that you have could also add to this. I hope I answered that question.
Yes, sir. So next question is, should I use electric toothbrush?
That would depend on how comfortable you are with it. Eventually, whether you use a manual or an electric toothbrush, the important thing is you must brush correctly. It is not, there is particularly no difference between using either if you don't use it correctly. So you can use an electric toothbrush provided you use it correctly.
Okay. Dr. Sunita Vermaji is asking, how can periodontal be avoided?
We must be asking how gum disease can be avoided.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. That is, gum disease is something that is, I would not say it begins because you're 60. It is something that you carry through your life because you have not been taking care let us admit, as a society, we generally do not consider it important to go to a dentist. I'm sure everyone agrees with me. We will go to a dentist when there is a pain, or today, probably when you're younger and you have any cosmetic requirement, you go to a dentist, like to put braces. But then over a period of time, because we don't take care of our teeth at home and because we don't have regular dental checkups, what happens is the changes take place in the mouth. And when you become older, that becomes more visible. So gum disease is something that can happen anytime in life, not just because you're old. But yes, it can be prevented, and if it is found at an early stage, it can be treated. Because gums, once they are lost, it is very difficult for it to grow back again to its original position.
Next question she has asked that is, do root canal treatment has any side effect?
Now, a root canal treatment is done to take care of infection. When your tooth has an infection, we need to remove the infection from the tooth. And just like when your tooth has got a decay, what do? You remove the decay and you put a filling, correct? The same way, when your root canal has got an infection, you have to remove the infection and then you do a filling of the root canal. And these are all materials that have been used over so many years. So side effects, I doubt if there are any. They have been tried and tested. So they are very much safe for, to be used in the mouth.
So Doctor, next question is in Hindi. I think Luna ma'am can answer this. आरसीटी करवाते ही तो हमारे टीथ के आगे सॉरी एज कितना इंक्रीज हो सकता है? What is RCT?
Yes, that is root canal treatment.
Okay.
See, now it depends on why root canal treatment was done. If the root canal treatment was for an infection, then it would depend on how the infection is completely healing. So normally when you do a root canal treatment, it is because there's an infection. It can be also sometimes because your tooth breaks or you have an injury. And it depends on the reason why the root canal treatment is done, that it ages. The time that the root canal treatment will last you can be decided. And also, of course, the gum health is very, very important in deciding. You cannot put a fixed time that it will last you for so many years.
Okay. Next question is from Dr. Bharat Agarwal ji. He's asking how to remove stains caused due to iron syrup consumption.
So it's not only iron. Our food, both food and drink, our Indian food is full of color. And therefore, our teeth end up getting stained. And particularly it gets stained because we don't have a tendency to clean our mouth between our meals. We tend to be always having snacks in between. And of course, an iron syrup is always full of pigment. It can get stained. So I would say the first and foremost thing is make sure that you clean your mouth after you have consumed anything, whether it is iron syrup or not, because the longer it stays in your mouth, the residue stays, it can stain your teeth. But in the long run, you will have to go and get it cleaned.
One more question is there. What is the best way to remove any food stuck in the teeth?
Between your teeth, yes, brushing is one of the ways. We have a lot of devices which can help to clean between the teeth. One is dental floss. It is like a thread which can be passed between your teeth to clean the surfaces between two teeth. Similarly, if the space is a little wide between two teeth, we've got small interdental brushes which can be used between the teeth. That can also be done. And for maybe someone who's a little older and if that is difficult, today you have something called as a water flosser. It is like a water jet which can be kept adjacent to the gum, the tooth, and between the teeth. And when you move it, it will flush away the whatever is remaining between your teeth.
Next question is in Hindi from Meena Goyal ji. She's asking, डॉक्टर मेरी जीभ नीली और फटी फटी सी है, ऐसा क्यों?
I
So,
didn't follow that question.
so her tongue is bluish
Yes.
and with cracked.
Yeah.
Xerostomia.
Yes. Okay. So this may be more of a medical condition, and you would definitely need to see your physician, right? But you want a very specific reason for that. I'm unable to tell because there are many reasons for that. But most likely it is because there is some medical concern. You will have to see your medical doctor, or as a dental specialist, you will have to see someone in oral medicine who will be also able to help you in understanding why you're getting it.
Next question is from Prabha Tandon ji. She's asking, what is the cause of half teeth fall?
I am not able to understand what is the meaning of half
What
tooth.
is half
Half tooth.
teeth fall? I
I,
mean, her teeth are broken, maybe half.
that is, I think, a
Maybe
natural process of aging. Your teeth can become, they may break because of many reasons. And it could be because of decay, it could be because the teeth become brittle, they're not strong. And it could also be sometimes because when you grew up, there were reasons that the teeth didn't form well. So uh, you have to identify what is the reason, why they are breaking, and probably address them. But when you say half teeth fall, it's something that is difficult for me to put in place.
Okay. So next question is from Loga Nathan ji. He's asking, at what interval period we have to clean our teeth?
6 months, at least once a year. But if you can have regular checkups once, I don't say that every 6 months you have to clean your teeth. You must have regular checkups with your dentist at least once in 6 months, latest once a year. And if you are brushing or taking care of your teeth, invariably cleaning is not required. If the cleaning is happening over a period of time, it is probably because you're not doing something correctly. So the checkup is important, but the cleaning only is required.
Okay. Next question is from Dr. Bharat. Uh, a 72 years old male with dry mouth symptoms should use soft or medium brush.
Soft.
Next question is from Santoshji. What is the best care method for implanted and teeth with root canal method?
I just mentioned, I just a little before I talked about how you clean between your teeth. So you use the same methods to clean teeth that are root canal treated or even implants. I think that's the best way. A water flosser is probably the best method.
Okay. Next question is in Hindi again. ब्रश करते समय हाथ कांपते हैं, क्या किया जाए?
Can you tell me the question
hands.
again, please?
The
I didn't hear the
hands. There is a
question.
hand. There is a hand tremor when brushing. What needs to be done?
I think this is an Abledent question.
No, not really.
No, but
ये
you
हाथ कांपना एक्चुअली कोई या तो
it's a
डायबिटीज नहीं तो न्यूरोमोटर
neurological problem.
हाँ
So
न्यूरोलॉजिकल तो आपको अपने न्यूरोलॉजिस्ट या डायबिटोलॉजिस्ट से एक बार पूरा चेक करके वो पहले करना चाहिए. वो डेंटल प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, पर डेंटिस्ट कैसे फिर बाद में उसे ट्रीट कर सकता है आपके टीथ को. सिर्फ हाथ का कांपना वो डेंटिस्ट सॉल्व नहीं कर सकता है. उसके लिए आपने अपने फिजिशियन से मिलना चाहिए.
I assume that this is a question related to the fact that it's a medical condition, not a medical condition, but how to go about it. Yes, but I just add that if your hand is having a tremor, then that is because of a medical condition. The medical condition is making it difficult for you. So I hope you are seeing a good doctor who will tell you how to treat the medical condition. But because you have tremor, you will find difficulty in keeping your teeth clean. So it is important you ask your family member or someone who is with you to help you to clean the teeth better.
And Abledent does have, thank you, Dr. George, for also pointing out to Abledent for that. But Abledent do have products that can help you at least temporarily brush your teeth when you cannot actually hold the brush and physically brush because of the tremor. You have the dental wipes that you can use temporarily until you have a solution after visiting your physician. So we've got the Abledent Active Clean wipes and the enamel care wipes, which can be used in the process, in the interim period.
So next question is from Loganathan sir. Can we use the same brand toothpaste or have to use different toothpaste?
Is this a question of toothpaste when you get older, or is it a question about toothpaste for a specific concern? Anyway, uh, the important thing is, I always tell patients is it's important how you brush your teeth. Uh, yeah, the toothpaste cannot do the job of a brush. So the way you brush is a very important thing. The type of toothpaste you use is certainly dependent on what the requirement is. Uh, but of course, uh, the products that Abledent have make the toothpaste safer for the older person. So that is a big advantage. And also, you could have specific concerns related to your gums or sensitivity. For that, there are specific toothpaste. So I think depending on what the requirement is how you use the toothpaste. But first and foremost is the way you brush your teeth.
Thank you. I think the next question is from Mehta ma'am, Hina Mehtaji. She's trying to ask, I think is it true toothpaste cause cancer?
Sorry,
Is it true that some toothpaste cause cancer?
toothpaste and cancer.
Yeah.
There are lots of things going around nowadays. So I don't think toothpaste is something we have all been using, and of course, every product is certified for safe use. So I think they are quite safe to be used without any concern.
Think if I may add here, so most toothpastes are cosmetic, but then the ingredients in different toothpastes range from absolutely being safe if swallowed, like the ones we have for Abledent Gentle Care, and with more specific toothpastes for specific dental needs. And there they may have additional chemicals added to it or additional formulations that are required. But the bottom line is toothpaste is to be only applied physically and topically for brushing and then to be spit out unless they are specifically said that they are safe if swallowed. Now, if you swallow that accidentally, and sometimes there are people who may actually take in, like they may consume a little bit of the toothpaste, the ingredients in those toothpastes may not be ideal to be, they're not supposed to be swallowed and they can be dangerous. So it's important for you to read the labels. It's important for you to know what is there in the product that you're using, because even if you use it and you're not able to spit out properly, or if they still remain in your mouth, are those ingredients safe if they are absorbed by your skin? So it doesn't cause cancer directly, but the ingredients may be dangerous for you. So it's important that you choose products based on also your needs and your ability at that point. Is it easy and comfortable for you to spit out? Is it possible for you to, or the person you're caring for, to brush your teeth correctly? And you also need very little toothpaste. Please remember that. Most advertisements will show one toothpaste with one whole line on the toothbrush. It's not required. You need very little. So that's another thing to just be aware of. But this is not a yes or no answer, because it's a lot to do with how you use it effectively and what you're using a particular product for. Right?
I think
There are two questions we have received on WhatsApp. That is, what should caregivers consider when choosing oral care products for senior citizens who need assistance with daily brushing?
Yes, I think the role of the caregiver is very understated, and especially with senior people around us who need our care. The role of the caregiver is very important. You need to actually understand what your person needs. If it's dry mouth, if it's just the sensitivity to the brushing, the bristles, like someone asked just now, is it a soft toothbrush or a medium or a hard toothbrush? As you age, when your gums and your tissues become a little bit more sensitive, then gentler toothpaste helps, softer bristles help, so that it doesn't cause unnecessary bleeding. Or if there are ulcers, you don't want to aggravate that by again using rough and harsh products that are going to worsen that. At the end of the day, it is also about the comfort in brushing. If you don't feel comfortable brushing, you won't brush, right? So caregivers need to realize that you're not overtaking that individual's ability to make a choice. You have to include them. You have to understand from them what their needs are and choose products that are suitable for them. So empathizing with the person you're caring for is a very important part of understanding what products to choose for. I would say keep it gentle yet effective. Gentle and effective products as people age and as we care for them makes the choice that we make easier, but does not take away from the people we are caring for in terms of their independence and their dignity.
Next question is, are there specially designed toothbrushes or alternatives for senior citizens who have a weak grip or limited hand movement?
that's exactly what we just brought to your attention now in terms of Abledent. The toothpaste which are safe, that's why they're called gentle. Certainly, they are meant for the older individual, and particularly those who have difficulties in not being able to swish them out or spit out the toothpaste. So certainly that is a huge benefit. And of course, I'm not saying that the toothpaste must be swallowed, but even if it is safe.
It is there.
So I think
Also
that
for people, also for people who may have a problem with grip, Dr. George, sometimes we feel that, is grip really that important? Is that the most important thing when it comes to oral care? Because we've got dental wipes now for exactly those people for whom gripping the toothbrush adequately might be a problem, because it's
yes,
much more easier to take the wipe through the mouth, at least until you have other medical issues resolved. But yes, there are a lot of gadgets, a lot of different tools that are available to help people get back to adequate and important oral care. That's a good question. Thank you very much for bringing that up.
and in
But
fact,
yes, everything.
your toothpaste brand also enables the older person to open it easier.
Yes, all the more. So yes, most toothpastes have been coming so far with the screw top toothpaste for people, for elderly people, and for people who have problem with grip in that sense. Not just the toothpaste, but also just to grip the toothpaste, turn it around, make sure that it doesn't fall down. It's just one flip of the cap. So our toothpastes are all flip cap empowered. So that does
Okay,
help.
one last question. It is very interesting, I think. Is it okay to brush with paste after every meal?
It
Toothpaste?
absolutely is. Yes, it absolutely is.
Yes.
There's nothing that prevents you from doing so. Uh, it's the quantity of toothpaste that's important, but at the end of the day, as I said, if you're able to just brush your teeth well, that's good enough. Make sure that you reach every area of the teeth. not just on the biting surfaces, but the outside, the inside, your back teeth, your front teeth. And as you get older, you need to be a little more patient. You need to stand in front of a mirror. I tell patients, because of difficulty in vision, I tell them you can use your shaving mirror because it magnifies the view of your teeth and your gum so that you brush a little more effectively, in reaching out everywhere. And most importantly, when you brush, don't forget to even clean your tongue. You can use the same brush to clean your tongue. It's important that your tongue is also kept adequately cleaned apart from your teeth.
Okay, one more question. That question is related to dental wipes. How would dental wipes clean the spaces in between two?
Teeth. I saw that question just now. Dr. Bharat, I don't think you can use dental wipes. They are not designed to be used between two teeth. For the spaces between the two teeth, like Dr. George said, you will have to use dental floss or an interdental brush or the water flosser. I think those would be the best ways. The dental wipes are meant to just wipe the surfaces of your teeth in front, below, between the teeth and the cheek, behind the lips. So those are the places where you can use the wipe, not between the teeth.
And now, one last question from Arup sir. I always search for good brush anywhere I go, but I can't get proper brush. Either they are very soft or very hard. But when check in good hotel, I find their brush very proper and come out with their brush in checkout time. Where we can find exact brush. Do we have brush product?
We don't have brush products, but I will take your suggestion of where you're going to that hotel. Which hotel is giving you those best toothbrushes? I would love to go there. And I think as senior citizens, I love the fact that you've got, that you've got the travel bug nicely, so you get to all those hotels and try those brushes. But unfortunately, I think my suggestion would be, I think it's trial and error, or ask the hotel if they'll give you an extra toothbrush.
Thank you so much, Dr. George and Lovina ma'am. It was very informative session. I really enjoyed it. Even I got to know so many things about oral health. People who have joined here, we have already shared Doctor's, contact details, Facebook community link. I'm going to share it again so that you can join their community and have discussion over there related to your dental care. And you can also buy products from the website which we have given here. So please click on the link and join this community group and discuss your oral health related problems with each other. Thank you so much, doctor, and thank you, ma'am, for being here. It
I
was
thank
very
you so
informative.
much, yes, for bearing with
Thank you.
both of us, and thank you so much to Luvena for translating my English into Hindi.
Yeah, well, that was an unexpected one for me today as well. Thank you very much, seniors today, and Dr. George, and to all of you for your time and for your active participation and support. And smile, please. I've seen some of you smiling. Come on, smile, everyone. At least one last one, so we feel yes. Thank you very much, Meena ji and Madhu ji. There, it's nice to see the smiles. It's a nice one to. Thank you, Arup sir.
Thank you
Okay.
so much. Thank you, doctor and ma'am. And also, if you want to watch this session, we have YouTube link over there. You can go to our website, YouTube channel, and watch this session again. Thank you so much, doctor. Have a great evening. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
ma'am.
Wishing you
Thank
the
you.
same. Thank you once again.